Everybody, welcome back to the Shogun 2 Very Hard Ikkō Ikki campaign. This is part 13. Welcome back. In the last episode, tragedy has struck the Ikkō Ikki clan, as we have lost the province of Hida. As you guys can see here, as we've zoomed up, there are 4 fucking stacks of samurai that are just chilling out here outside of Hida province. We need to muster up the biggest army our clan has ever previously mustered outside of Etchu, where we already have quite a large army in preparation for the inevitable joint Takeda Imagawa attack. Of course, we are mustering more men from Echizen, which includes 2 units of bow warrior monks and 2 units of bow ronin that are also likewise being reinforced by our son and heir, Shimozuma Nakiyomi. So, with that being said, we could also more than likely move our men from Owari into the battle to take both South Shinano and North Shinano, but the only problem is that Owari is lacking in happiness, to put it quite bluntly. In fact, they have quite the hit to non-clan religion, but eventually they should come around to accepting our clan as their own. It will just take a few more turns. So that being said, let's go ahead and continue right where we left off. We are in a bit of a pickle, but as you guys can see, we do have the Asai, which is our vassal, sending in some units to help us out in our attack, which is a good thing. In fact, the Atori are about ready to be poised to take out this Takeda castle over here, the castle town of Anotsu in the province of Ice. Of course, that being said, our fame is more than likely going to take some bad areas here in the future if we are not able to successfully, prevent a realm divide. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue where we left off. Of course, we're hoping that the Uesugi attack the Kikawa clan, who are outside of Etchu. Of course, they've mounted an assault over there, because if we were to attack them now, we would be attacking them without their help, which is something we want to avoid. So let's go ahead, excuse me, once again, and continue right where we left off. Of course, we are recruiting more swordsmen, which is a good thing. Out of Noto over here, we do have some problems with our unrest, but we're not too worried about that. Eventually, we will exempt them from taxation, but for the time being, we're okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see what happens. It's my hope that we can kind of grab all of our units together so we can mount an offensive with all of our vassals, as they will certainly help us. Of course, this Tokugawa priest has failed at preaching to us, which is a good thing. The Tokugawa still have an invasion fleet that they are going to land somewhere. I'm not really quite sure. And take a look, the Uesugi have actually attacked the Kikawa clan, which is a good thing, which will allow us to actually attack them, as they've been recently bloodied. We see a Tori clan making a move on Takeda provinces, which is fantastic news. Really, really good to see our vassals making some moves here. Of course, we will have to disinherit them if they get too powerful, as this will threaten us with a realm divide, which is certainly a bad thing. So, with that being said, we do need to make peace with the Kikawa before our vassal takes all of their land for themselves, which would be a terribly bad thing if this were to happen. So we do see some naval warfare over here off the coast of Japan. And the Takawaka are the clan that I'm worried might threaten our realm divide if they were to take more provinces from the Kikawa. So that is why we are in need of a peace as fast as possible. The good news is that the Takeda are starting to pull back, it seems. So I'm thankful for that, but we need to make peace with the Kikawa next turn if we are to be serious about this. Unfortunately, Asai have pulled back their men. I have no idea why. It's a bit of a mystery to all of us, I suppose, here in the Ikkō Ikki clan. And we're still at war with the Hanma, but I'm not too worried about them as well. Our ally was attacked by Mogami. We, of course, will enter on the side of our ally. That is fine. So here we go. There was a demoralization attempt, but of course it didn't really matter. Right, so we still have yet to lose Mikawa, which is a bit of a surprise, I think, for all of us here in the Ikkō Ikki tribe. Right, so that being said, we need to go ahead and attack the Kikawa tribe over here. We're going to, of course, demoralize them if we can, which undoubtedly failed. We're going to continue to use our ninja to sabotage these armies outside of Hida, if we can. We were successful. Our ninja's about to rank up, I hope, or maybe not. Not quite yet. So that's a good thing. With that being said, we are going to be also moving our army to Kaga. Getting very, very close to Kaga anyways. Let's go ahead and group them up. Now they're a much larger force. And of course we also have another unit. But I might keep them back just in case if the Tokugawa clan decide to attack either Echizen or Kaga. We'll be ready for it regardless. But we might want to make another bow warrior monk. You can never have too many of these things, trust me. They're really fucking good. As for our army outside of Owari, let's go and check to see what we can do here. If we were to move our men outside of Owari, of course there are problems. We have to keep them in for just a few more turns, it would seem. That's fine. We might want to make another Saki-den, actually, as opposed to making another bow warrior monk. We do need more ninjas, as they are invaluable for us here. So let's go ahead and make another Saki-den, for the time being. And let's go ahead and see what we can do over here. Of course, Nodo. We got some problems with Nodo. Mounting unrest, I believe. Yes, Nodo, we need to go ahead and exempt them from taxation. Unfortunately, I don't believe the resistance to invaders will ever go away with them, which is a bit of a shame, really. So we need to make some public order buildings over there, once we can afford to do so. Of course, as for this monk, we could use him to character convert the enemy monk. We failed, but that's okay. Right. So, that being said, we need to go ahead and attack the Kikawa clan outside of over here. And it looks like we will be able to win if we were to auto-resolve. But what's the fun in auto-resolving when you know you can win anyways? Let's go and quick save and see if an auto-resolve would be prudent. We didn't lose a single unit. I think that was prudent. Totally fine. Well worth it, in fact. So let's go ahead and send him back to Echu. And we'll send this unit over to the west to meet up with the other army. And in fact, let's go ahead and send out that bow unit. Unless, of course, this army over here is large enough. Because, again, since we do have a stronghold, we will already have samurai retainers, the Ariashigaru garrison, and 2 warrior monks. So I think that will be enough. But maybe it won't, you never know again. So what I'm thinking right now is that we keep a token garrison in Owari and make a move for South Shinano, and of course, following up with North Shinano. I believe this will be prudent. So let's go ahead and leave behind, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can leave behind maybe, let's say, 2 of our lone sword units. Let's go ahead and see if this would allow us to keep a garrison here in Owari. It wouldn't. But then again, this should be okay, just because we have yet to get unrest in the province. So let's go ahead and march on to South Shinano. We'll get there in 2 turns, which is fantastic news. Right, what else can we do in Owari? We could make another lone sword unit, but I think we should save that up here for our second army, which is in grave need of lone sword units. Right, so just like that, I think we're in a pretty good position. We've already sabotaged their army. Let's go ahead and continue to demoralize their army to increase our experience here. We're going to demoralize all these armies now too, as well, which is a good thing. We fail, but that's alright. Not a worry in the world. Of course, we are 1 turn away from the tea ceremony, so that's nice as well. What else can we do? Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy here. We could trade with the Shoni, if they would accept us. They might come to an agreement. No, they decided not to. That's alright. What about the Kikawa clan? We could probably make peace with them now. Yes, they will agree to it. Give us some money, though, would you? Ooh, we can make even more money off of them? That would be sweet. Let's demand 2,000. No, alright. Let's see, demand 1,500. That's a more reasonable amount. Fantastic. So now we're making more money, and we're at peace with the Kikawa clan, which is a good thing. It doesn't look like the Shoni would want to trade with us now that we're trading with their enemy.
Speak carefully.
No, they would not take a trade agreement. Well, alright. What about the Tokugawa? They seem to be in a bit of a rut here. They would still sooner rather die than take a peace agreement with me. The Imagawa clan we're not worried about. What about the Honma? Alright. Alright, so we're still at war with quite a bit of clans. Let's go ahead and save. Just because I believe we did a pretty good thing here. We did wipe out the Kikawa. That's great. Of course, our daimyo, or rather, this is our commissar for warfare. Where is our daimyo? Is he dead? Oh, he's probably down here. Yes, indeed he is. Well, that's okay. No worries there. Using this money that we just received, we can go ahead and upgrade some of these temples, which might be a good thing. This will increase the rate of our religious spread. Where should we do it, though? That's the question. Could be over here in Kaga. Now, let's do Nowari. Perfect. Alright, let's go into the turn and see what happens. I believe we did a pretty good job here so far. We're going to go ahead and see what happens. Right, so let's take a look. Tokugawa clan are still at war with us. They've landed a assault crew outside of my capital, but I'm not too worried about that again. For the most part, they are Yari samurai, which is probably a good thing, considering we don't have any horses. We could intercept them now, but we're going to decline the attack, as they are attacking our fort, which is quite a bit better. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. I'm almost positive we can win this. We do, after all, have the strongholds, and this might force them into a position of peace. I don't really want to go on to take their territory, as it's too far away from our base lands. We are trying to take back the territory that the Imagawa have stolen from us, and to take back some Takeda territory, North Shinano and South Shinano being the most important of the two. Of course, if our clan fame rises too much, we might have to break apart one of our vassals, which will probably be the Uesugi. So, with that being said, here we go, Battle of Toyama. It is raining, which is probably a good thing, honestly. We do have quite a bit of units, so I'm not too worried about the layout over here. Of course, we're going to do what we always do and send out our swordsmen over here, kind of just to prepare for the fight. We're going to have all of our units, more or less, ready to reinforce wherever we need to go. This includes our Ronin as well. So, that being said, let's go and start the battle. And this is a bit unorthodox for me, as I usually place them before the battle, but this will allow me to see where they're going to strike from. We do see some Bo Ashigaru on this side with some Yari samurai, and on the south side we see some Bo Ashigaru and some Yari samurai as well. Of course, there are more units that are hidden in trees. I have no doubt about this. But for the time being, we're going to go ahead and put up some lone swords against the wall. Just like so. And pause once again to do it on the other side to great effect. Alright, so as for you guys, you're going to go over here. And you guys, we're going to send you up over here. For the most part, our lone sword units are expendable, which is why we are using them. They're very good at defending walls, but as for anything else, they get a little bit less good as you use them, for, let's say, attacking and charging, where they don't shine quite as well. So we're going to put up all these units against the wall over here, as is our usual tactic against any siege defense. We need to go ahead and put in some sword units over here as well, for good measure. So that being said, we're going to have 3 units of sword as kind of standby to reinforce, in addition to our Ikko Yari Ashigaru. We don't actually have any of our garrison units because we have so many military units, which is a bit funny. So let's go ahead and put our, let's see. We're going to go ahead and put our bow units over here. So hopefully we can actually outrange the enemy archers, which is a bit awesome, to be quite honest with you guys. So we're going to put our units over here to once again outrange the enemy bow units. It should be quite fine. And as for our bow Ronin, we're going to keep him over here to attack the other side. Once again, we are going to keep him in a loose formation, so we don't lose too many arrows, or rather too many men, I should say. And as for the rest of the men, we're going to keep them on standby. I think for the most part, they're okay where they are. So for the moment, we can go ahead and hit play. We're in a pretty good position, I would say, by and by. As you can see, our monks are in a pretty good spot. They can outrange the enemy, which is going to be the main thing that we are going to be using them for. So I'm going to go ahead and inspire. Okay, we can't inspire anybody just yet. That's fine. God, they're really slow, these units. They're just walking very, very slowly. But I'm not too worried about that, again. Let's go ahead and actually, we have a lot of sword units in reserve. Let's go ahead and send some out over here. Just because I believe that the southern front will attack those units as well. We need to keep them on standby. So that's fine. Of course, we can't use fire arrows for the time being. Just because it is raining. But that's alright, we don't really mind either way. We do have some bow Ashigaru as well. We're going to go ahead and put them to good use as well. We're going to put them over here, in fact. So our bow Ronin are already taking casualties. If they take too many casualties, we will pull them back. And it looks like our bow warrior monks are also taking casualties as well. Let's go ahead and use whistling arrows. They are attacking the Yari Samurai, but I would much rather them attack the bow Ashigaru that are hitting us. Well, you know what? For the time being, we'll just attack the Yari Samurai. That's totally fine. And I am demolarizing the units that are on the wall, unfortunately. But that's alright. Let's go ahead and attack these units over here, the bow Ashigaru. We're going to rout them as fast as we can. We're going to set you up to attack this unit. And we're going to set you up to attack this unit. Let's go ahead and see how we're doing on the other front. It looks like we're doing just fine. We're going to set these units to attack the bow Ashigaru, as is the usual. And these units are going to also attack the bow Ashigaru. We want to rout them. Right, so far so good, by and by, I would say. I think we're doing a pretty good job. Of course, we're going to destroy the bow Ashigaru with our warrior monks. They're quite a bit better in quality. And as for our general, we're going to go ahead and attack the Yari Samurai. Now let's go ahead and send out some more of our sword units to punch in the reserve. Here we go. We're just charging basically to do a morale hit towards these units. And we're going to pull them back immediately as the Yari have climbed the wall. So still we should be okay. We're going to move in some more units, some more reserves. So far we seem to be doing okay, which is good. Let's go ahead and inspire one of our warrior monks. And let's go ahead and send out another one of our reinforcements. Both of them actually, to be precise. Pull them back. Those are Yari Samurai. What the fuck are you doing? Get the hell back. So we should, by and large, be okay here. Of course, these units are also expendable. We're going to send them out to the front. Let's go and see what our general's doing. Probably taking some casualties, but that's alright. Actually, you're going to attack him, just like the others. And you are going to go back over here, of course. Because we have a lot of men that are attacking us over there. As for these units, we are going to attack these units over here. They've already started the route, which is good. And now we can go ahead and potentially put our bowmen up on the wall, which would be quite a bit more effective. Pull back our general. They're routed now. We're going to move back all of our melee units, just like so, and put our ranged units against the wall, as our melee units are only taking arrow fire. We'll replace them with some of our bow units. And as for all of these units, we're going to go take them back. As I said earlier, we're taking casualties, and we no longer need them. So by and large, we're doing a pretty good job. We did lose a few units, but that's alright. Again, nothing that is too serious. Now they're sending up their generals, so that's alright. Let's go ahead and put our bow warrior monks over here to take out some more of these bow ashigaru. There goes my alarm. Let me go turn that off. Oh, it's off. Okay, good. So again, we miscalculated a little bit and lost a few of our lone swords, but that's alright. We went ahead and routed all of their units, so that's a good thing. We need to put all of our men up on the wall. All of them. And where's our general at? He's over here. How are we doing over here against the bow ashigaru? We're doing a pretty good job. Let's go ahead and send out our general to take out the remainder of the runners. That would be the most effective use of him. So it seems like we've already routed their general, which is good. Let's go ahead and really fuck them up as best we can. I don't want my men to be fired upon by our own men, so we're going to move our men back. And let's go ahead and take out the routers, starting with the largest clump of them, which are the bow ashigaru units. We are, of course, going to continue the fight and kill as many of their generals as we can. Here we go. We're sending out our general, of course, to take out this large clump of men over here, these bow ashigaru. Need to be a bit faster if we were to get all of them. Okay, we can't get all of them, so we're just going to take out this clump over here, which seemed to be quite effective. Of course, we're not able to get all of them, and that battle was honestly a bit rusty. We're going to go ahead and see how many men we lost. But like I said, that did not go according to plan. Of course, I don't think we lost any of our units, to be honest. But we also were not able to take advantage of any of our retaining units, which is a bit of a shame. In the future, I'll go ahead and pull out my men that are going to be in excess of the retaining units, just so we can get the bonus. We did lose a lone sword, but we killed almost twice as many as we lost. Again, that was really not exactly perfect in terms of our tactics. It could have gone a lot better, but I think we did okay by and large, decently anyways. I'm a bit confused as to why the Uesugi are no longer our vassal, because we would see a blue outline if they were, and all I saw was a white outline, so I'm really confused. Let's go ahead and see what they did. They might have tried to declare their independence or something. I'm not really quite sure what they did, but we're about to find out as soon as this turn ends. Kikawa, of course, are now at peace with us, and the Tokugawa are now more than likely going to maybe help us out. That would be quite helpful if they did. I'm not sure if they want to quite yet, but they're helping us at least explore several parts of Japan that we haven't seen before with their ships, which is a good thing. Of course, we can't see too much of it, but anything helps, really. So the Asai have just decided to stay in their territory. They're not really helping us out very much. Imagawa are sending their ships right back through the strait. And the Honma have done quite a bit nothing. Mogami have landed an invasion troop outside of the Uesugi capital. And we are going to lose this province. That's totally fine. We expected it to happen a bit sooner. So we've lost one of our... Oh geez, a lot of shit has happened. So we've lost our monk, actually. He's been converted by the enemy, which is really shitty. In fact, this is our monk, remember. So now he's, I guess, a different religion. Let's check really fast. I have no idea, but he no longer belongs to it, which is a bit of a problem. So an invasion force has landed somewhere. We're about to find out where exactly here in a minute. Did we lose the Uesugi as a vassal? We did not. I am a bit colorblind, so that's probably why I couldn't really read that as effectively as I should have. We have beaten back the Tokugawa, which is a very good thing. Let's go ahead and just finish them off, shall we? Yeah, we're going to demoralize. We failed, but pretty soon we can level up this unit anyways. It's a bit useless right now, to be honest with you guys. So, auto-resolve, decisive victory, slice him in half. They're dead for. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 10 lone swords, even though we lost one of them. We're still in a pretty decent position. Right. We need to go ahead and unite all our men. together here. Just like so. It's a pretty scary looking army. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lone swords over here. So this is a pretty decent army by and large. If we keep them at a castle, we should be fine. So with that being said, we're going to continue to march on South Shinano. Of course, we can't take it this turn, so we're going to stay inside of our province before winter falls and we lose attrition. Over here in Owari, we need to go ahead and immediately set about exempting the region from... Ooh, that's still not going to do anything, is it? Well, maybe. As we have predicted, yeah, I think it'll be okay. So we're going to do that. Of course, we're not going to be making that much money next turn, but that's all right. As far as everything else is concerned, we should probably go ahead and see if we can make peace with the Imagawa clan. Or the Tokugawa clan, rather, as we've just destroyed their army. And they will accept it. Let's go ahead and see if we can demand some payment from them as well while we are at it. Okay, they don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and see if they will take a payment of 500. No, okay. Trade agreement. Payment of 350. Jesus Christ. All right, so you know what? They might not even take a payment from us. Maybe 150. Damn it. All right, so would they take more if we didn't trade with them? No. All right, so we'll do the trade. We'll take a payment of 50. Okay, yeah, they don't even want to do that. All right, fine. Fuck them. Trade agreement with the Imagawa clan. We are now at peace with them. The Chosukabi do not want to trade with us anymore for some reason. I have no idea why.
Speak.
Who else? So we're unfriendly with the Shoni. Let's go ahead and see if they will still... Nope, they won't take a trade agreement with us. That's fine. So now we're just at war with the Takeda, the Mogami, the Imagawa, and the Honma. So we're starting to reduce the amount of people that we are at war with, which is fantastic news for us. The bad news is that our vassal Uesugi might get a bit of a reality check if the Mogami take Echigo. We're going to hope that doesn't happen, but it might. Of course, the Uesugi only have a fort, which is a bit embarrassing. Even more embarrassing is the fact that their navy, which is quite a bit bigger than the enemy navy, was able to prevent the naval landing. That's a bit embarrassing, really. So, with that being said, our flanks are mostly secure now, which is a good thing. Let's go ahead and move our men outside of Echu, right over here. This is a good thing for a few different reasons. And let's go ahead and... We can't sabotage that army. We could probably go ahead and sabotage a different army. Let's go ahead and save, of course. And sabotage the army over here inside of Hida. We were successful. Fantastic. We have 0 money now. But really that should have been expected. Let's go ahead and see if we can set about demoralizing the enemy army. We failed. Maybe we should go ahead and character convert their ninja or Matsuke. We were able to do so. Fantastic. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one, where interesting things are going to happen, inevitably. There might be a rebellion in Owari, in fact, which we'll have to stamp out, but I think it'll be okay. I think we could probably take care of them. There are rebels between our border with the Imagawa clan. That's totally fine. And really, we're doing a good job, I'd say. Our fame has dropped by a little bit, which is totally good and manageable. And really, in the next episode, you can expect a lot of warfare between us, Takageda, and the Imagawa as we gear up for the attack on Hida, or rather the liberation on Hida, for being a bit more accurate. Because we are at peace with the Tokugawa clan, we can go ahead and move these monks over to the east, which is fantastic news. We're still working on some terrace farms. We do have quite a bit of farms, actually, which is a good thing, but we are starting to lose access to our money, which is the bad thing. Of course, with that being said, we can go ahead and tax Nodo again to get a little bit more money next turn. That should be fine. In fact, I could increase the tax-wide taxation system in the future. We might work on that eventually. We do need more agents. But our army is getting really big, and it's getting to be a bit of a strain feeding all of our men. But we should be able to move on South Shinano next episode, guys, so stay tuned. We're going to take another province and hopefully distract the Takeda and the Imagawa from their attack on Hida. We can attack from both sides, perhaps, and really distract them. We do, of course, have our Hattori vassal sending in another army, which is fantastic news. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. It'll be even better. But before we end it, let's go ahead and also switch over to a different mastery. Perhaps... Let's go with... Ooh, Ikko Ikki match like Ashigaru. That'd be really freaking good. To get that, I'd need both of them. Let's go ahead and go with attack by fire so we can make some siege units. And again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.